Hmm. What is gone wrong with the world today? Milking Miss Daisy, that's right. Morning, Junkyard. Good morning, Amish. They didn't teach you how to milk teachers either, did they, Junkyard, when you went to school? Amish? They never taught me how to milk a teacher. But kids today are lucky, I guess. There we go. Slightly better. I just seen there was a cyber truck explosion in front of Trump Tower, possible link to terrorism. I didn't hear anything about it yesterday, but I'm seeing it all over YouTube today. What if you homeschool? Well, then that would suck, I guess. Good morning, Steve. You would have went to school more. Yeah. Uh, tell you what, there was a tragedy of what happened in New Orleans. Yeah, I don't know what the death toll is so far, but it was like 15 or something like that, and 35 injured. So, Tim, you nasty. You nasty. But, I'm not saying all Islamic terrorists are bad, but I think all Islamic terrorists are bad. Yeah. Well, that pumpkin. Come here. Come on. Go over here. Pretty girl. Come on. Yeah. Gretchen and Harley and Kyler and I are here. So she'll have somebody to play with today or terrorize. She thinks it's playing with, they think it's terrorizing. No. Kind of funny. It's going to be on tonight. I don't know what time it's supposed to start, but it's going to go. It's going to happen tonight, I guess. I have always thought that ever since 9/11 that if they really wanted to do terrorists really wanted to do something, um, they would do it at a public stadium or something like that. Oh, I love my grandkids. The little guy, he's funnier than hell. So he reminds me of his dad when his dad was that age. Yeah, I mean, 100% reminds me of his dad. The way he acts and the way everything he does. I try to be a good grandpa. Yeah, I took Cody over to an overnight party the other night, and I told him, I said, you're getting at that age. I said, yeah, I realize you don't drive right now, but if you ever get drunk or somebody that you're riding with gets drunk, I'd rather have you call me. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Call me and I'll come pick you up. I won't be mad. I won't yell at you. I'll just pick you up and bring you home. He probably did. I haven't asked him, honest. Right. Well, you couldn't buy eggs here last week. You could hardly find eggs in any of the stores last week. And it's not because of the bird flu. Michigan passed a law that all eggs have to be cage free now. If they're sold in a store, they have to be cage free. So all these big egg producers and stuff, they had to rethink their strategy. They got to get rid of all the cages that the chickens are in and let them roam. Oh yeah, all the egg substitutes and stuff. Come here, Pumpkin. Come on, baby. Oh, that's a good girl. Yes, there's a good girl. Well, I agree with the cage free. You know, a lot of these big egg producers, they put them birds in them cages, and them birds never leave that cage ever. They don't get to walk around or nothing. Oh yeah, you control the food, you control the people. Yeah. Well, my daughter, she has 50 some chickens, so I can get a dozen eggs from her every once in a while. From Walmart? Will you quit? I'm trying to pet you. Quit trying to kick my arm off of you. Yeah, yeah. Well, Walmart's 60 by dozen or 60 count eggs is 19.99. You guys, you're not old enough to remember this, Steve, but Amish and junkyard are. Years ago, eggs was the worst thing you could eat. Oh, it gives you high cholesterol. You know, you shouldn't eat eggs. Eggs are bad for you. And I come to find out it was the cereal companies had paid these doctors and whatever to say all this. It gives you cholesterol and all this other shit. Well, come to find out, eggs is probably one of the best things you can eat. Eggs and steak. That's right, weren't made. Go up a chicken test and wait. They're right, pumpkin. Yeah, pretty girl. That's a pretty baby. Yes, it is. Tim, you nasty. All right, now I think I got a dozen and a half of eggs in the refrigerator. I can't make eggs today because Kyler's here, so I know you need it. I deboned both of them chickens. I didn't make it back to Walmart to see about getting any more, but they usually have them in their clearance aisle, the rotisserie chicken. So I start picking up a few of those every week when I go there. Well, they brought me over 2 dozen the other day, and I had a dozen and a half in the refrigerator. So I'm actually amazed that their chickens are still laying eggs right now. So usually the egg laying process slows down in the colder climates during the winter. Now I said they got 50, I think 56 chickens. She sells. Um, there's one woman that buys, I think, 5 dozen every week from her if she has them. I have an egg poacher, right? I have an egg poacher, and it poaches 3 eggs at a time. But this Royal Prestige that we have, it has there's a pan there that has, you can either poach 8 eggs or you can poach 3 eggs. Um, but I have another smaller egg poacher that I use more than the other ones. But you just spray the cup with some spray, or wipe it with some oil and put the egg in there. And I don't mind a poached egg. I don't like poaching them in water, vinegar and water, and then getting them out. These you put in a cup, and just poach them that way. What does a hen weigh? Oh, I don't know, about 5 pounds. I used to eat poached eggs all the time. Um, I was having a bunch of health problems when I was working. I was having chest pains all the time, and they couldn't figure out what it was. And they did a barrage of tests. They had me on, the treadmill and doing all that heart monitor. And, um, one doctor, he said I had a whistling heart murmur, and I do have an enlarged heart. And so they said, well, they were talking to me, what I could do, and you got to cut down on your fried foods and all this other stuff. So Kathy started making me poached eggs in the morning, and hell, the first week I lost 7 pounds by not, frying nothing, I guess. So yeah, black as it is, but it's a good one. Yeah. Oh, pumpkin. Yeah. Okay. Went to the doctor for a second opinion. Yeah. Yeah. I all my arteries and stuff are extremely large around my heart. I asked if that was a bad thing. He said, "No, you got good blood flow." Yeah, it had come up in 43 seconds. Anyways, I was working for the garbage company. I'd be driving down the road. All of a sudden, it just like somebody smacked me in the chest with a hammer. And I go, oh, I'd let go of the wheel, and then I'd grab the wheel, pull off the side of the road, and just sit there and until it was over with. That happened like 2 or 3 times. And I told Kathy, I said, I got to go to the doctor. I think something's wrong. You coming up here? Come on. You okay? Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Come on. And lay down. There you go. Good girl. I uh I tell you what, you probably won't like an MRI. Is there something there, Pumpkin? They got a bigger MRI now over here at this new hospital, but the old one, they put me in there and they had to do my shoulders. And I had to have one arm up like this, to do it. And they pushed me in there, and I thought I was stuck. Yeah, you won't move. Right. Yeah. Are you a good baby? Yeah. Yeah, it is quite confining. And if you got any metal in you, like slivers of metal, that MRI will find them for you. Yeah, but the only thing about you being in a casket, you won't know it. Yeah, that is one thing they're very adamant about when you take an MRI. You got any metal in you? Yes, she is. Morning, square table. Did you have a good New Year's? We didn't either. We stayed home. Yeah. Hey, anymore, it's not worth going out. Yeah, it is like crawling underneath the house and getting an MRI. Yeah. Hmm. I can the noise to me. I can't stand the noise. I've had that nuclear stress test too. Please tell us if you think you might be pregnant. I think I'm pregnant. Well, you do that nuclear stress test. They give that stuff to you, and then they have you on a treadmill. You need to run or jog at a consistent pace. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so you might die. You're right. They took me. I was down in Toledo, and they were thinking that my chest problems was something with my nerves. So they sent me to this specialist, and they had me disrobe and put on one of them gowns, and lay on a stainless steel table. So I'm laying on this stainless steel table, and they put all these. They look like they're wires, but they look like tiny pieces of, like hair, and they shove them through your fingers, through all five fingers on one hand, and then they have they put a clamp on your other hand, and then they have you lay down on the table, when you're laying down on the table, and then they start giving you a little electricity, and they have you touch your fingers together. Well, first of all, they touch, your index to your thumb, then your middle to your thumb, and then your forefinger to your thumb. And then when they have you touch your pinky, you swear that somebody cut your hand off, because that's how bad that one hurts. But when they first put me on there, he went to have me touch my fingers together, and they pushed the button, and I come off on that table about, I don't know, 8-10 inches. He said, "Oh, somebody had this turned all the way up." Yeah, like they electrocuted me. Yeah, have goodbody, hold my hand. Yeah. Everybody, yeah, nobody wants to die. So. Oh, they have things you can do now. They have you sit on the bumper of the car, and they do stuff that way now. I could never do the walking or the standing on one leg, or I couldn't do that. And I can't do to close my eyes and touch with my hands, because both shoulders hurt so bad I can hardly move them. So, and they want you to have your shoulders perpendicular and all. I can't do that either. So, and if they don't believe me, they can go talk to my doctor. Yeah, I don't know how anybody can do that, but I had a friend in school that could do them faster going backwards than forward. Yeah, that's right. You might be sober. Are you okay, kitty, kitty? Pretty girl? No, you don't need a license to drive. The only thing that license is for is so they know who's driving. Are you comfy? Go. She sees my shadow on the wall.
Shots, everybody!
Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots!
Shots, everybody!
Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots! Shots, everybody! Shots! It's 5-shot Thursday. Yeah, they just needed to know who to write the ticket to. Guy told me that years ago. He said the worst thing you could ever do is get a driver's license or a social security card. That way the government knows who you are. There you go. Might as well. You don't think Junkyard and Square Table sits there without a bottle, do you? Got to have a bottle of shot every morning. You got to get a new bottle. Should have bought it last year because I'm sure the price is going up this year. Yeah. Now, was the liquor at dinner, was that to kill the taste of the dinner? It's 28 here, cloudy, and it's windy. I can hear it. Yeah. I just had a glass of wine. Was it a big glass of wine? No. Define big, please, officer. Oh, because I used to buy that Jack Daniel's Wild Berry wine, and it come in a gallon jug, which I thought was, a single serving. Oh, yeah. There you go. If you're going to have brandy, that's the best kind. In California. Now, you know what's going to happen there, don't you? In like 2.5 years, Gavin Newsom is going to clean up California. You're going to go all out and clean up California. Then he's going to start to run for president because look what he's did to California. He's reformed it. He's cleaned it up. He's made it nice, even though he caused it all. You know, him and Jerry Brown, they caused it all. He's going to claim he cleaned it all up. Yeah. You want to eat your hot water? Yeah, it's coming up in 40 seconds. You would have thought it's hot water would already be hotting up. That's right. I don't think Arnold Schwarzenegger lives in California anymore, does he? Yeah. Well, see, Arnold, though, he's a Republican, so. Now, Jesse Ventura is an independent, and he lives in Mexico. I don't understand why he can't be president. Just because he wasn't born in this country doesn't mean anything. Just ask Barack Obama. There's plenty of documentation states that Obama was born in Kenya, especially when he went to go to college and he had to fill out all the paperwork and it said place of birth and it was Kenya, Africa. He is an ass. You're right. Yeah, he just needs a birth certificate from Hawaii. I remember when that kid was born. Yeah, let's see. You remember when a kid was born back in 1964 or whatever the hell year? You remember that, don't you? Yeah. Hmm. I would like to see the birth certificate of Michelle Obama. I'll be right there. I gotta watch, make sure this thing don't overflow. Uh, they are tough. I actually want, if I could afford one, I'd actually like to have one of them Tesla trucks. She's getting close. Might have to go over and save her. The beans in the chili is what makes it chili. You know, if it wasn't for the beans, it'd just be hot dog sauce. You know, chili was invented by a guy from Germany, you know. It might be stopping. I don't know. Yep, there it is. It's just dripping right now. I make, I take the Bush's baked beans, the original, and I make it better. I was going to make them for Christmas, but Kathy went out and bought Bush's baked beans country style. And she said, that's what we always get. I said, no, it isn't. You know, I know what we get. She said, well, they taste good to me. They don't. They don't taste good to me at all. they taste like they've been put on a smoker. And I'm not a guy, I don't like smoke flavor. I don't like anything smoked. I got two smokers, but I like fish smoked and cheese. Other than that, I don't like beef brisket or none of that other stuff. So, no, and I don't like barbecue sauce on on my chicken or anything like that. 'Cause I don't like anything, sweet meat. So if I wanted to eat candy, I'd eat candy. Well, um, we had pulled pork sandwiches the other night for New Year's Eve, and I don't mind eating, pulled pork. Okay, I'll eat that, but I don't like, barbecue on that, or I don't like, people throwing, barbecue sauce on steaks, or I don't eat none of that like that. Oh, baby, yeah, come here, come see Papa, get up here, come on, get up here, come on, get up here. There we go. I know, I know. There we go. Did you miss Papa? Yeah. No, I don't like Texas. I probably wouldn't like Texas barbecue. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. So I'd rather just have a steak on the grill with no barbecue sauce on it. You know. Well, I wouldn't mind their chili if I had a hot dog, so I could put it on top of the hot dog. Are you comfortable? Mm-hmm. My God, girl, you're getting big. No, I'm not being fat. I'm just big. Yeah, you're full figured. You love the chili cook-offs? I like soul food. Catfish, grits, collard greens, red beans and rice, jambalaya. Yeah, just don't ask what's in it. Yeah, grits are like heat and dirt. Well, They are, but that's a southern staple. Tiny marbles. Oh, and it's gross. No, I tell you what, Dale. Try eating grits with butter, milk, and sugar. Use brown sugar or white sugar. Now, that's the way I eat it, but I don't use um, sugar, well, processed sugar. I use raw cane sugar. It's actually got a brown tint to it. It's no different than cream of wheat, except for it's made with hominy. And I do the same thing with cream of wheat or cocoa wheat. Brown, butter and milk and sugar. You don't like cream of wheat either? You like cocoa wheats? They don't sell hominy? Do they sell grits? I don't know. I've never bought grits from there. Pretty girl. Yes. I got you. You're not going to fall. Oh, just purring like a kitty cat. Yeah. Pretty girl. Okay. For a minute, my camera froze up. She loves her papa. Oatmeal with fruit. Yeah. I like oatmeal with fruit too. Blueberries, strawberries, banana, peaches. We did. She knows it, but she doesn't care. Huh. The way she looks at it, she saved our lives because she came into the house. Yeah. And I'll tell you, you won't find a better guard dog than this cat. She can be in the bedroom, in the living room, whatever. The back door opens, she runs from wherever she's at to see who's here. Semi holidays? Yeah, come on. There you go. There. Doesn't seem like that all that long ago. We was just, could lay her right up here and she wouldn't even take up, 6 inches of space. Watch the kitty grow. Doubles and triples, yeah. Can you back them up? Anybody can pull them forward. Hmm. You hear coyotes? What you hear? Hmm? Did you want a drink? Hmm? Playing the tune? Yeah. They'd be open season on them out here. Now, they say there's no wolves around here. That's what they say. There are no wolves around here. And I'd almost tend to believe them. But I had to, I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Oh, I was going to go to McDonald's. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they were, when they were open. Anyways, I was going to McDonald's, and I got to McDonald's, and they were closed. So I drove through the parking lot to go around, and I was going to go to Taco Bell. As soon as I got to the back of the parking lot where the trash can was, there sat this big ass, and I believe it was a wolf, because I've seen plenty of coyotes, and I ain't never seen a coyote this big. This thing was probably twice the size of a coyote, and it was just sitting there by the dumpster. So, you seen a wolf in sheep's clothing? Yeah. So I believe we do have wolves around here. They're just not that many. Coyotes aren't so bad. They'll run away from you. Mountain lions, they attack you from behind. Now quit. You got your, hey, stop. You got your, there. If you hiss at me, I'll beat the snot out of you. Oh. Anyways, mountain lions will stay up in a tree and wait for you to walk by them, and then they'll attack you because they want to get you from behind. So a lot of people when they go out in where mountain lions are, they have a hat on that's got looks like it's got eyeballs on it. So the mountain lion thinks they're actually walking at them. I didn't know that until I seen that on Alone. Are you done being a bad girl? So, I don't know what we're going to have for breakfast this morning. Like I said, I can't make eggs. Kyler's here. I guess it's just toast. I don't eat cereal, so. I don't know. Well, they talked all day about the thing in Louisiana and then the Cybertruck. I'm sure that's going to take up another 20 hours of airtime. And you turn on all these cable news systems, and that's all it is. Every different hour of programming, that's all they talk about. So you get the same damn thing for 20 hours. Well, the one that did the stuff in New Orleans, he actually was in the military at one point in time. He had military training. Then in the truck, they found, I guess, some explosive devices and an ISIS flag and all that other stuff. Yeah, she gets a treat every morning. Those temptations or whatever. She gets those every morning. Like 5 or 6 of them. That's her treat for being good all night and being quiet because she's in her cage. Sounds like a Brad's right. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. That's what I thought. You had to show ID when you pick them up. Maybe it's discriminatory now, because you don't need to show ID to vote because, that'd be discrimination. So, I don't know. I am getting me another cup of coffee. I gotta start giving her at least one can of cat food a week. It's supposed to be good for her gut and her bowels and all that other stuff. So I don't want her getting sick on me. I can't afford to take her to the vet. You know, because vets are doctors too, you know, and they want to stroke you for everything they can get. Please, Dad. Good morning. Your wife got so mad. Yeah, I know. You get them chew sticks, cleans the teeth. Yeah. Are you off? Are you off work this week, there, Sweet Stack? You're off till Monday. That's cool. My son is off today, I believe, but he has to go back to work tomorrow. Daughter-in-law, she had to work Christmas Day. She had to work yesterday. No, she had yesterday off. She had to work New Year's Eve. She works at the emergency room in the hospital as an RN. My daughter, I think she had to go back to work today. She runs she's a manager for a daycare. And my son-in-law, he has to work today too, so. I I don't have any. I don't have to go to work today either. I'm off tomorrow in the morning. But I have, I have to work tomorrow night, and I'm off Saturday. I'm back on work on Sunday. You don't even know what cold is yet, Steve. Got an ad coming up in 52 seconds. You want to know what cold is? I'll tell you. We've had it here where it's been 40 below zero. That gets cold. That's 40 below zero. That's 68 degrees colder than it is right now. Yeah. Yeah, I got to work again tonight. Yeah. Yeah, there's another ad now. Yeah. You know, every 18 minutes, just like clockwork. Hmm. Right on time. Tell you what, it's been so cold that we actually had to take, when I was younger, when I was a kid, that we would take oil drain pans. They're galvanized little round pans. We would take them and put charcoal in them, light them, and after the flames went down and you just had the coals, we would slide those underneath the car and heat up the oil in the oil pan so you could start it. Good morning, or good morning, Kevin. Is Skeeter here? I haven't seen Skeeter. Oh, Skeeter ain't here. Unless he come in and I didn't see him, but Stack is here. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, junkyard, I had to walk 5 miles uphill each way in snow up to my knees just so I could get there in the morning, shovel the sidewalk, clean the steps off, light the wood burner, and get the lamps on. Just so I'd find out that they canceled school because Kevin didn't want to get get cold in the bus. So then I'd have to shut everything down and walk back home uphill 5 miles. Hi, I'm Carlton, your doorman. Don't tell us, don't tell us that they're not there because you said yesterday that they are here and they're having breakfast right now. Yeah. So everybody read it. It was a pinned message. So, we know. There we go. I had to find it. But here it is from yesterday. We'll pin that. There we go. Mhm. You quit school? Well, see, I had to. Kevin needed an education, and that was the only way he was going to get. You know, see, they are here, and we're having breakfast. Hmm. Sure, she did. Sure, she did. I bet if I asked Ty, she'd say she didn't. Who am I going to believe? You or Ty? I'm going to believe my sister-in-law. Yeah, I'm pumpkin. Yeah, that's right. I know. Things I got to put up with. You're right. Oh, oh, kisses. Yes. Yeah. You want to go stay at Uncle Kevin's? He's wanting another kitty cat. Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. You're clawing me. Now, is that any way to act? I don't think that's any way to act on pumpkin. No. There you go. Yeah. Morning cornbread. Morning cornbread. How are you feeling? Pretty kitty. I'm just glad you're not a Great Dane. Damn. Not bad for a $900 truck. See, if you'd have bought yourself a Ford, you'd have been okay. Yeah, you should have got yourself some sterno cans. Could have bought yourself one of them electric heaters that you plug into your cigarette lighter. Huh. A Christmas gift. Oh, yeah. They must really love you. Yeah, they got tired of you complaining about how cold it was in your pickup. Yeah, I tell you what, that old GMC van of mine, it, that extended van, you turn on the heat on that in about 10 minutes. It's so damn hot in there, in the two, in the front seats, the only seats are in it. But in the front part of that van, it's so damn hot, it's pathetic. But does she love me? Yeah, I know. I did a 66 Tempest in about 15 minutes. I say, because if she loved me, I need a transmission put in my van. You're just as precious as the day is long, pumpkin. Yet you are. Don't let anybody shit you. Yeah. Nah. No, I'm not a fan of the Fox body. I think they're the ugliest Mustang ever made. Yeah, and a Fox, like Samantha Fox. There you go. No need to call me. There you go. Well, maybe I ought to take driver's lessons. Yeah, they naturally get more viewers. You're right. Have you seen that blonde bimbo? I don't know who she is. She got like 120 some thousand subscribers. She rides mini bikes and motorcycles and stuff like that. She don't wear a bra, but she has nipple earrings or nipple rings in her nipples, and you can see them through her. She wears a bodysuit and stuff like that, with jeans on or whatever. I was showing my sister-in-law here. She said, "Well, how do these people make money?" And I said, "This is exactly how. If you got big boobs and you're willing to show some skin, you'll make all sorts of money on YouTube." So that being said, and I've been thinking about it for the longest time, I'm probably just going to end up going shirtless. Yeah. That way I get more views. There you go, Steve. Yeah, ad coming up 55 seconds. It seems like they're coming every 18 minutes, regardless, huh? Yeah. You hit it going backwards into a wall. Hmm. You didn't see the wall? Oh. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Right on time again. I've only been in one accident in my own personal vehicle, and it was my fault. I was drunker than hell. I mean, I was drunker than three people ought to be. Never got a DUI though. Crashed at about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Ended up walking like 5 or 6 miles back to the place where I was at. It was snowing and icing and cold as hell. And I walked back there. And then in the morning, I called the police department and found out where my car was. And then they had me come in and they asked what happened. I said, "Well, I was just driving down the road and a deer ran out in front of me. I hit the brakes and she slid right off into the road, into the ditch." "You weren't drinking?" "Nope." "You sure?" I said, "I'm positive." Well, I went to go get my car and somebody had smashed out a window, stole my toolbox, stole my radio and everything else. But all that stuff was in the car when the wrecker picked it up. It happened in the wrecker yard. So I know what happened. the record driver, even though the car was unlocked, he smashed the window out, stole my brand new stereo and my toolbox and some other stuff out of there, so it looked like somebody broke into the car. No, junkyard, I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. And I'll tell you why. Because it was a 66 Pontiac Tempest, and it didn't have seatbelts. The the mounting brackets for the seatbelts were there, but they had never been tapped. They'd never been used. Seatbelts in '66 was an option, and yeah, they didn't have seatbelts. I remember I got a ticket for speeding one time, and I said, "Well, my speedometer wasn't working." They said, "Really?" I said, "No." So they give me a ticket for defective equipment. Told me to get it fixed, and they'd sign off of it. So I got the speedometer fixed. It was just a gear in the transmission. I replaced that, and the speedometer was working. So I did. I took it back to the police station where I got pulled over from, Madison. And the cop's name was Mark. And I said, "Hey, I need you to sign off on this ticket. I got my speedometer fixed." He said, "Well, I have to check it." I said, "Well, okay." He said, "So let's go for a ride down the street and let me see it." So we get in the car, and he goes to put a seatbelt on. He says, "Where's your seatbelts?" I said, "There is none." I said, "You can check. All the mounting hardware is there, but they have never been tapped out or drilled. So, this car, that was an option." He said, "Oh, okay." We go down the road, and I hit about 70 mile an hour. I turn around and come back. He said, "I guess it's working." So, pretty girl. All you want to be is loved, don't you? You just want to be cuddled. Take it for a spin. That's right. Yeah. Went to a junkyard, bought a whole front clip for $75. Bumper, grill, fenders, and hood. The frame horns was a little tweaked on it, so Kevin smacked them out with a sledgehammer and got them straight again. So everything lined up. I drove that car for another 4 or 5 months, and I sold it for. I give $200 for it, and I sold it for $400. Guy that bought it lived in Morenci, and he did some body work to it and painted it blue. It was a nice looking Tempest when he got done. Yeah, it had a broken nose. That was a fast car. I bought that car, 77 Nova. I bought it. Now, um, Kathy and I, we got married, and we lived over on Cadmus Road. We lived in a basement apartment. My cousin lived above us. So, Kathy and my cousin's wife, they decided to go to the store. So, when they went to the store, about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour later, something like that, she come back and she said, I don't know what happened. I said, what do you mean you don't know what happened? I can't shift it. It's only in second gear or something like that, third gear, second gear. I said, second gear? She said, yeah, I had to drive it all the way home slow because it's only in second gear. I said, okay. Well, jacked it up and found out the linkage was off. So I put the linkage back on. Anyways, that's because you had a 400 old in that Nova. I get the car fixed, and I said, well, where did the linkage fall off? She says, coming out of the party store, the liquor store. She stopped in there to get cigarettes. I said, oh, okay. So I take it for a test drive, and I take it into town, and I pull into that parking lot, and I'm looking, and I'll be damned. There's some dark rubber coming out of that parking lot, and it goes all the way down the street for about 200 yards. So I said, hey, you by chance weren't spinning the tires, was you, when that happened? She says, oh, no. I said, bullshit. I said, you left 200 and some odd feet of, black marks on the street coming out of the parking lot. I know what you was doing. So, yeah, if they don't know how to shift a tree on a tree, they'll do it all the time. That and them nylon bushings, they wear out all the time. Easy remedy. Just take a screwdriver over there and move them apart again. Is that you, Pumpkin? You see yourself? Huh? Yeah. Wasn't doing anything wrong. No. Couldn't afford a Hurstol's. Tell you what, I wish I had half the cars, or yeah, I wish I had all the cars I had when I was younger. Dare to dream, dare to dream. I had that Nova when I was the engine went bad in that Nova, so I put an engine out of a '69 Chevy 3/4 ton pickup truck. It was a 350. I put the transmission and the engine in there, and it was a 4 speed. Well, I did that when I was out. We lived in Britain at the time. Put that in. Um, and the worst of it was, I drove it back from Britain to Adrian, and the damn thing took damn near a half a tank of fuel. This, it would sit there and just like this, idle like this. It'd shake the whole car. So, there you go. I didn't drive it that much afterwards. I actually parked it because I knew something was wrong. I couldn't afford to drive something like that at the time. And then I sold it um, to the guy that owns the Dairy Depot. I sold it to him because they wanted to make a bomber car out of it. So go ahead. There you go. What's the matter, pumpkin? You got your fishy? Yeah. Let me check the ring real quick. Well, you had a black kitty cat at 2:28 in the morning. Salt trucks were out at 11:50. Oh, got ad coming. No, I'm gonna be a giver. I just skipped. Hmm. You get that fishy, baby. Junior Brown, Highway Patrol. I got the. Oh, well, guys, I'm gonna have to cut it off here early because I have to go to the little boy's room. So I will see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard if you're so inclined to join me. Good morning, cute kitty. I'm sorry, but I got to get out of here. You have a blessed day, everybody. I will see you tonight if you're so inclined to join me. Take care. God bless.